Imagine this. She still thinks about you but will never reach out. She watches silently from a distance, checking your stories, scrolling through your profile, lingering on old messages. Perhaps she even types something, then deletes it repeatedly. But will she ever send that text? Nope, and here's why. The human mind is a battlefield, a silent war between desire, ego, emotions, and control. Currently, she's trapped in that war. She remembers you, wonders what you're up to, but the moment she considers reaching out, something holds her back. Pride, fear, and the haunting question, what if he's already moved on? Reaching out means risking her ego, facing the possibility that you've become a man she can no longer influence. Nothing terrifies her more than realizing she may have lost her grip on you. Most people would rather suffer in silence than admit they were mistaken. She would rather not be the one to break first and look weak. So she waits, watching, wondering, hoping you'll reach out first. But the moment you do, you confirm her greatest advantage. She still controls your emotions. Just like that, the power remains in her hands. You sit there debating, should I message her? Should I call? Maybe she just needs a sign. Nope. The second you give in, you become predictable, expected, a memory she can revisit whenever she pleases. But when you don't reach out, when you show no reaction, no need, no weakness, that's when her mind starts to spiral. Did I misjudge him? Is he really over me? Was he ever really mine? This stage is where the shift happens, not through words, not through begging, but through silence. The greatest power in attraction is control. Control over yourself, your emotions, and your reactions. When you master that, you become untouchable. She feels it, she sees it, and suddenly the roles reverse. Suddenly, she's the one feeling uncertain, haunted by regret. So, ask yourself, are you ready to take back control? Are you done chasing ghosts? If so, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I control my emotions, not her. Number 1. The reality of her silence. You may believe that she doesn't care, that she's moved on with ease, while you're left to deal with the aftermath. But let me tell you something. Her silence is not indifference. It's strategy. She's not reaching out, not because she's forgotten you, but because she doesn't have to. She's betting that eventually you will break first. She knows how the game works. Most men can't handle uncertainty, can't handle not knowing, can't handle the emptiness that follows a broken connection. That's precisely why she's staying silent. Emotions are power. The individual who experiences more emotions is the one who endures more hardships. The one who initiates contact loses the advantage. So, she waits. She watches. She lets time do the work for her, confident that at some point your emotions will betray you and that you'll crave her presence so much that you'll give in. And when you do, she wins. When you send that message, ask her how she's been, or attempt to revive something that has already died, you confirm exactly what she suspected, that she still occupies your mind, that she still holds power over you, and that she doesn't need to pursue you because you will always return on your initiative. But what happens when you don't? When you don't text, don't check her social media, and don't give her any hint that you're waiting? Doubt creeps in. At first, she might think you're just being stubborn, but as the days turn to weeks, that confidence starts to shake. Why hasn't he reached out? Did he replace me? Did he realize his worth? Did I actually lose him? This is the pivotal moment, when your silence carries more weight than any words could ever convey. Suddenly, she's no longer in control of the situation. Suddenly, she's the one questioning. Suddenly, the reality of your absence starts to hit her. But this only works if you commit to it. if you refuse to break, if you let her sit in her silence and wonder why you're not chasing like every other guy she's ever known, if you become the exception, the man who doesn't need her validation. Real strength is not loud, not desperate, and not impulsive. Real strength is quiet, controlled, unshaken, and when you master that, she will feel it. If you're done being a puppet in someone else's game, if you're ready to stand firm, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My silence is my power. Number 2. Why chasing only pushes her further away. You might believe that by explaining yourself or reminding her of the good times you've shared, she'll realize what she's missing and come back. However, this approach often backfires. The more you chase, the less she values you. Your efforts to pull her back may actually push her further away. Desperation can be unattractive, signaling insecurity and a lack of self-worth. When you position her as the prize and yourself as the pursuer, it can lead to a loss of respect. Human nature tends to devalue what's readily available and crave what's just out of reach. By continually reaching out, you may be teaching her to see you as an option rather than a priority. Your actions can eliminate the mystery and challenge that frequently fuel attraction, even though you may see them as perseverance or a fight for love. Conversely, when you step back and stop chasing, her mind may begin to question your absence. Where is he? Why isn't he reaching out? Did I misjudge him? This space creates uncertainty, prompting her to reflect on her feelings and potentially reigniting her interest. Remember, no one forgets someone truly valuable. If she didn't recognize your worth initially, it's essential to focus on self-improvement and become someone she would regret losing. This transformation happens when you let go, stop chasing, and avoid forcing a broken connection. Real strength lies in focusing on yourself, not in begging or pleading for someone's attention. Number 3. Emotional mastery. Why she's drawn to a man in control. Have you noticed that men who seem to care the least often receive the most attention? Those who remain composed, avoid chasing, and don't let emotions dictate their actions tend to hold a certain power. This advantage isn't due to luck, but rather control. A man who controls his emotions often controls the situation. Women generally respect men who provide emotional stability and may distance themselves from those who appear emotionally unstable or overly reactive. Attraction often diminishes when a man displays constant neediness or fear of loss, as these behaviors can be suffocating. Biologically, women may seek partners who offer emotional stability, not those who crumble under pressure or beg when faced with challenges. They might be drawn to strength, presence, and the ability to handle life's difficulties without breaking down. If you find yourself overthinking or obsessing over past interactions, it's crucial to stop. Every moment spent trapped in such emotions is one where you might lose control, potentially diminishing your attractiveness. Strive to maintain composure in the face of chaos. A man who remains unfazed by silence and doesn't require coercion because he recognizes his worth. When you embody this demeanor, others will notice, and she may realize that you don't need her, which can be a powerful revelation. If you're ready to take back control and stop letting emotions weaken you, focus on mastering your emotions rather than letting them control you. Number 4. The power of mystery. How to make her wonder about you. Predictability can diminish attraction, while mystery often enhances it. When someone believes they fully understand you, anticipating your feelings, thoughts, and actions, they may become complacent, feeling no need to reach out. However, introducing unpredictability can disrupt this comfort. By refraining from sharing your emotions publicly, disengaging from her social media, and behaving contrary to her expectations, you introduce doubt into her mind. She may begin to question, why hasn't he contacted me? Is he seeing someone new? Is he happier without me? This uncertainty can pique her curiosity and lead her to reassess the situation. Psychologically, people often value what they don't fully understand. When you become less accessible, emotionally, mentally, and energetically, you transform from a familiar narrative into an intriguing puzzle she wishes to solve. It's essential to note that creating mystery isn't merely about going silent. It's about genuinely evolving into someone she no longer has easy access to. Avoid providing her with clear insights into your life. Instead, allow her to wonder and question. This approach can lead her to reach out, feel regret, and realize she might have lost you. Number 5. Rebuilding your value. The art of self-improvement. If you aim to make her regret her decision and shift the dynamics, redirect your focus from her to yourself. Actions carry more weight than words. She's probably watching to see if you falter in her absence or overcome it. This juncture presents a choice: dwell on the past or embark on a transformative journey that renders her presence inconsequential. Regret often stems not from witnessing your suffering, but from observing your thriving. As you enhance your physical health, boost your confidence, and expand your lifestyle, she may begin to feel remorse, not because you're trying to impress her, but because she realizes she no longer has access to the person you've become. Many make the mistake of seeking revenge or attempting to prove a point. True evolution isn't about her, it's about you. The objective isn't to win her back, but to become someone irreplaceable. Reflect on your current state. Are you fixated on past memories, or are you actively improving yourself? Engaging in physical fitness, advancing your career, and seeking personal growth are steps toward creating a fulfilling life where her absence becomes a distant memory. Remember, the best form of retribution isn't through words, but through undeniable success. If you're prepared to evolve into your best self and move beyond the past, embrace the journey of self-improvement and personal growth. Number 6. The psychological trigger. How to make her regret losing you. The moment she regrets leaving isn't when you text her or try to prove your worth. It's when she realizes she no longer has power over you. People don't regret losing someone who still wants them. They regret losing someone who has moved on without them. Currently, she assumes you're still thinking about her, watching, waiting, hoping she'll come back. As long as she believes that, she feels safe, comfortable, and in control. But the moment she senses a shift, the moment she realizes she no longer occupies space in your mind, heart, or life, that's when the regret sets in. Now, she's no longer rejecting you. You're rejecting her. It's subtle but powerful. The way you stop engaging, the way you no longer react, the way you carry yourself as someone too focused on personal growth to be bothered by the past. She will feel it, and it will shake her, prompting questions like, did I make a mistake? Or, was he actually better than I thought? Here's where psychology works in your favor. The human mind hates uncertainty. Once she starts questioning, she seeks answers, leading her to check up on you, watch your stories, ask friends about you, or find excuses to reconnect. But by then, you won't need her validation, because you'll be too busy becoming the man she never thought you could be. So, forget revenge, making her jealous, or forcing regret. Instead, disappear, elevate, and become someone she can never reach again. That's the only way to make her truly regret losing you, not by trying to get her back, but by becoming someone she will never have access to again. Take action now if you're ready to stop being someone's backup plan and become irreplaceable. Number 7. The final test. If you still care, you haven't let go. Let's be real. If you're still wondering if she'll ever reach out, still hoping she'll realize what she lost and come back, you haven't actually moved on. True detachment isn't pretending not to care. It's actually not caring. It's waking up one day and realizing she's just another person, another memory, another lesson. No anger, no sadness, no lingering thoughts, just indifference. Many men do everything right. They go silent, focus on themselves, and level up. But deep down, they're still watching, waiting, hoping. That hope keeps them stuck, because hope is attachment. And attachment is the root of suffering. Whether she's watching you, regrets leaving, or reaching out again doesn't matter. It's already too late. When you've truly moved on, you stop needing closure, validation, or her regret. She becomes irrelevant. Ironically, that's when she feels it the most, because nothing is more powerful than a man who is completely, unapologetically free. So ask yourself, are you really letting go, or are you just waiting for a reaction? If you're still checking, wondering, and hoping, you're still trapped. The only way to break free is to let go completely. If you're ready to stop holding on to the past and done waiting for a ghost, take action now. Number 8. Why she's watching you, but can't reach out. Even if you don't see her, she's there, watching, checking, wondering. Despite her desire to reach out, she hesitates because doing so could confirm her deepest fear, that she no longer has control over you. She's currently playing a silent game, trying to determine if you're still the man she left behind, waiting, hoping, emotionally attached to her. By not reaching out, she avoids facing the truth. However, deep down, she senses a shift. She feels your absence, not just through words, but through your energy, your lack of reaction, and the fact that you no longer revolve around her. She is losing access to the version of you who once held her in high regard. That's why she's watching, not because she wants to return, but to see if you're still within reach. When she realizes you've detached, evolved, and moved on, panic sets in. She now understands you were the one who got away. Her silence isn't indifference, it's fear. Fear of acknowledging she lost someone valuable. Fear of seeing you thrive without her. Fear of admitting she misjudged you. So no, she won't reach out. Her ego won't allow it. Even if she does, it won't be out of love, but for validation. A test to see if she still has control, to see if she can still affect you. By then, you won't care because you'll be so far ahead that her presence will mean nothing. Number 9. The ultimate Stoic mindset. She's not the prize. You are. At some point, you must ask yourself, why was I chasing her in the first place? The moment you start seeing yourself as the prize, everything changes. Why did she have so much power over you? Why did you care so much about her opinion? Why did you let her absence affect your self-worth? This behavior was due to your perception of her as the ultimate goal. As long as you continued to pursue, wait, and suffer, that was your destiny. But that ends today. The Stoics understood these principles profoundly. Your value isn't defined by anyone but you, not by her, not by society, not by external validation. Once you internalize this, you become untouchable. When you truly believe you're the prize, you stop chasing, seeking approval, and attaching your worth to someone's presence or absence. You walk away without fear, detach without hesitation, and become the man she can't control, manipulate, or replace. Ironically, that's when people start chasing you because they pursue what's scarce, valuable, and unattainable. But by then, it won't matter. Once you've mastered the Stoic mindset and built a life so strong that no one's absence can shake it, you'll realize the truth. She was never the prize. You were. You always were. If you're ready to step into your power and stop placing others on pedestals, embrace the Stoic philosophy. Remember, a Stoic man doesn't chase, he attracts. He doesn't beg, he builds. He doesn't wait. He moves forward. Stay strong, stay focused, and never forget your worth. It's not about her. It was never about her. It's about you. The way you perceive yourself, the way you carry yourself, and the way you respond to life's challenges when things don't go your way. These aspects define you, not a breakup, a lost connection, or whether she ever regrets losing you. The truth is, you don't need closure or validation. You don't need to know if she still thinks about you, regrets leaving, or will ever reach out. None of it matters. What matters is that you've built yourself into a man who doesn't seek those answers, a man too focused on his path to look back. This perspective isn't limited to one woman. It applies to every relationship, every challenge, and every moment where life tests you. You have two choices. Let it break you or let it build you. The man who triumphs is the one who chooses to build. So, what's your next move? Will you wait for ghosts, or will you rise, evolve, and step into your power? If you're ready to leave the past behind and embrace the future, consider adopting the Stoic mindset. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, rather than external events or others' opinions. By internalizing this philosophy, you can cultivate inner virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, leading to personal growth and resilience. Remember, choosing strength over attachment aligns with Stoic principles, guiding you to stay disciplined, focused, and most importantly, in control.